This is the Honor Magic 8 Lite. And honestly, on paper, this phone shouldn't be possible. On one hand, it is super slim and light, coming in at under 8mm. On the other, it is one of the toughest, longest-lasting phones I've ever had the opportunity to review. Thank you to Honor for sending this out to me a couple of months early before its international release, so I could put it through its paces and tell you guys if it's a phone that you should have on your radar. Looking at the phone's design, it strays true to the Honor Magic lineup, and honestly, I'm okay with that. It's thin, light, looks really premium, and has that camera dome on the back. The two main selling points of this device, though, is its industry-first comprehensive durability rating and its seemingly impossibly large 7,500 mAh silicon carbon battery. Before we dive any further into this phone though, I do just want to say that if this is the first time that you're seeing my face on your screen, 1, lucky you, and 2, go down there and hit that subscribe button. Honestly, I'm in a subscriber goal right now with Poco Global. I want to reach and surpass their subscribers by my birthday next year, so every single person who hits that subscribe button helps. Anyway, let's get on with talking about the phone. So, what exactly makes this, and I quote, the toughest phone on the market? Well, it's its industry-first SGS Triple Resistant Premium Performance Certificate. That's a little bit of a mouthful, but essentially what it means is you could drop this phone from around 2.5 meters onto a hard surface like marble, and it would come out pretty unscathed. How? Well, it's down to Honor's Ultra Bounce Drop technology, which means the phone is made up of a 6-layer structure and a new ultra-deep tempered glass reinforced with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. There's also, interestingly, a non-Newtonian liquid layer in here as well. Basically, what that means is it's a little bit like cornstarch and water. When you hit it, it hardens up on impact. But, of course, what's the point of having the world's toughest phone if it drowns in the tiniest bit of drizzle? Well, thankfully, it achieves IP69K, IP68 and IP66 certifications. That means it can withstand high-pressure water jets, hot water temperatures up to 85 degrees, and full submersion up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. It even has AI Heavy Rain Touch and AI Glove Touch technology, so the screen remains responsive when wet or when you're wearing gloves. Let's really quickly talk about that absolutely enormous battery too. It's said to give you up to 3 days of moderate usage, which is absolutely incredible for a phone in this mid-range price point. Essentially, that's 52.5 hours of music playback, 23.8 hours of online video playback, and a hell of a lot of social media doom scrolling. And unlike other silicon carbon batteries on the market right now, Honor suggests that this will be able to hold up to 80% of its full battery capacity up to 6 years after its launch. When you do need to charge it though, you can charge it up to 66 watts with Honor's supercharged technology. Interestingly, it also supports 7.5 watt reverse wireless charging. So if you're in a pinch and your wireless earbuds are dead, you can use your phone to top that up, and the battery really won't be hit that hard. So it's tough and built to last. But what about the power behind this phone? Well, thankfully Honor didn't skimp on that one either. The engine of this phone is the Snapdragon 6 Gen 4. Honor claim up to an 11% CPU and 29% GPU performance improvement over the Magic 7 Lite. It comes with 8GB of physical RAM, but can be pushed up to 16 with virtual RAM technology, and it comes with 512GB of internal storage. It of course has all of the connectivity you would expect from a smartphone: 5G, Wi-Fi 6, and the latest Bluetooth technologies too. The display on this phone is absolutely gorgeous too, coming in at 6.79 inches. It's an OLED too, so you get those super deep blacks, and it has a super high resolution of 2640 by 1200. All of that paired with a 120Hz refresh rate, this thing is perfect for both gaming and media consumption on the go. And it has 3840 PWM risk-free dimming. Essentially, this is there to reduce eye fatigue and the flicker on your screen. It also has an under-screen fingerprint reader, which is fast and accurate. Audio is also pretty good with a dual speaker system on both the top and the bottom. It provides a really nice, rich sound that makes it perfect for that media consumption. Photography is handled by 2 cameras. The first is a 108 megapixel shooter. It has a large f1.75 aperture for excellent low light performance, and it comes with OIS and EIS. That's going to keep both your photos and 4K video nice and smooth and not too shaky. There is also a 5 megapixel ultra-wide camera on the back here. And on the front, you've obviously got the selfie camera. That guy is up to 16 megapixels, and all of the AI features that we've seen in other devices, like the Honor Magic V5, are here too. Meaning that the photos that you get out of this phone are quite frankly extraordinary. They're not market-leading photos and videos, but you really shouldn't expect that for the mid-range price point. This is the Magic 8 Lite. There is also the standard Magic 8 and Pro models coming soon, which will have much better cameras. Being Honor, you obviously get Magic OS 9. It's still one of my favourite Android skins to date because it feels so much like iOS that I recently moved from. Sure, it might not be the most polished, but my god have they packed some features in here. You've got AI Eraser and other image manipulations, call translation, Magic Portal, and so much more. The Magic 8 Lite comes in 3 different colours. Forest Green, the one that I have here, Midnight Black, and Reddish Brown. This phone is a clear push by Honor to redefine endurance in the mid-range. If you value a screen that isn't going to shatter, a battery that will quite literally last you a couple of days, and performance to boot, then this is absolutely a phone that should be on your radar right now. If you do end up getting this phone, what's the one feature you'll be testing first? Why don't you let me know in the comment section down below, and of course while you're down there, get subscribed as well so we can hit that Poco Global goal by my birthday next year. Anyway guys, my name's been Robert, this has been Bite Sized Clue, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.